you've made it. Hi, my name is Sarah and I'm recording this really short video to welcome you to my page here where I'm going to show you as well as hand you something that you can use today to make up to $60,000 per day. If you don't believe me yet, that's okay. I understand you've seen many of those videos selling you hopes and dreams, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here to help you get to this level. This is my bank account here, and I have just a little shy of $7 million in my checking account. It was a little more than that over the weekend, but I went on a shopping spree last weekend with my girls and spent over $50,000 in Las Vegas. But thankfully, I've been able to make that back just last night. As you can see, I've netted just a little over $60,000 in a little less than 8 hours, and I'm about to withdraw all of these into my bank account. Oh, and the money isn't exactly the best part. The SLX system, the same system that's pretty much giving me all of this, is actually doing all of the work for me. All I need to do is activate the SLX system in the morning and it will start running for the rest of the day on its own, making me anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 per hour for me, all on complete autopilot while I travel the world, shopping in high-end luxury stores and taking care of my family. Ask yourself this: are you interested in replicating the same system that I'm using, where you only need to press one button in the morning and be able to have $60,000 days, all while you're enjoying life, doing what you want to do in life? Okay, you might be wondering how the SLX works and how it sends you the money. It's quite simple, really. SLX was built by a little-known programmer, Mr. Jason Strauss, for the Wall Street financial bankers to extract out the clogged money that got stuck because of the financial crisis in 2008. Yes, over $4 billion in cash was clogged inside the financial system and remains unused because no one has figured out how to extract that $4 billion until Mr. Jason Strauss came along. He invented the software primarily because he was asked by some of the biggest banks and financial firms that I cannot legally name in this video. Once the SLX was perfected, the software keys were given to only 50 of the highest bidders in the world. Fortunately, I got to know one of the 50 people, Mr. X, when I was working in Wall Street, and he was very kind to share one of his keys with me because he took a liking towards me. I remembered Mr. X telling me that he bought his Lamborghini Gallardo all in 3 days earning from this software, and he told me that this software is going to change my life for the better. I remember exactly the first time I fired up the software and hit that activate button. The software started running and I didn't know what was happening. So I just left it aside for it to do its own thing, as Mr. X advised me to do. And when I came back from work, I had exactly $25,938 sitting in my balance account. I even took a screenshot and framed it up in my room to remind myself of my first 5-figure day. Now, you might be wondering if my result with SLX can be replicated, so you too can use it to generate $30,000 to $60,000 days like myself. And the answer is absolutely yes. I've been very lucky to be able to make millions every year, and over the past few months, I've been sharing this software publicly online just to pay it forward. And the responses I got back were phenomenal. Here's some of the videos that I've received from the members who just started using the SLX software.
Just 2 months ago, I was being wheeled out of the hospital with a $38,000 bill that I could never pay. I didn't have the proper insurance, and I thought my financial future is absolutely ruined from that day onwards. And then my friend told me about Sarah and told me about how Sarah has been helping struggling people like myself to make some extra income online. To be honest, at first I was very skeptical. So I gave it a try because Sarah offered to help me after I set up the free money-making system. In just 20 minutes, I've made over $1,500, and in just 5 days, I've made over $40,000 in profits. That's enough to pay off my hospital bill and still have spare change. So thank you, Sarah, for changing my life and helping me out.
Sarah, at first I doubted you, but I have to publicly record this video to send you my apology. Here's why, Sarah. At first I thought you're one of those people trying to sell hype, but after getting on the phone with you, after I filled out the form and signed up, I was surprised at how genuine you are when it comes to helping me out. Within just 30 days, I've made my first $120,000 in net profits. I'm on target to make $2 million this year. Sarah, you've changed my life and my family's life. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sarah, 6 weeks ago, I was this close from getting evicted. So close to living on the street and so close to losing everything I ever had. And then I saw your website and you offering to help me out. Now, not only did you offer to help me out with your money-making system, but you also took hours out of your day to help get me started. I just wanted to record this very personal video to thank you for bailing me out. You know, I've been able to make up to $6,800 in a single day, sometimes all the way to even $11,200 per day. Sarah, whether you know it or not, you've changed my life and I truly appreciate it.
These are just 3 of the 300 people in my private group that sent me these videos. All of them are already making up to $60,000 per day with this SLX software. The best part is when my members actually make money, I get so many emotional emails and phone calls from my members who couldn't thank me enough. Just last month, one of my members, Andre from Moscow, flew into the Santa Monica, where I'm staying right now, and bought me a brand new Ford Mustang with cash, just as a gift for me sharing the software. I've got Timothy Chang from Singapore, who went out to donate over $100,000 to various charities based in the Middle East because he wants to give back to the world. Ali Smith from the UK donated over $150,000 to the victims of seasonal droughts in Central Africa, and she now has her own foundation where she helps to build water pipelines in areas where clean water is not accessible. Marcus Jensen, who lives in Thailand now, was making $10,000 every single day, but he thought it was too much money for him. So he went on to donate half of his income to the poor villages in Thailand, Indonesia, and Myanmar. A lot of people ask me why I'm so generous in sharing my SLX software keys to so many people. For me, I know just by helping you get rich and reach financial freedom, you'll be able to afford to give back to the world. You'll be able to help people around the world and build a better world for us all. I've said enough. Do you want to be making $30,000 to $60,000 every single day? Do you want to buy the lifestyle that you want and help other people achieve the same? Do you want to just wake up every morning, click a button on the software, and by the end of the day, see $60,000 in earnings sitting in your account, waiting to be withdrawn into your bank account? If you said yes, go ahead and enter your email on this page to reserve yourself an account now. Every 3 months, I can only give away 50 accounts for free, and the rest will have to pay $1,997 to get in. So make sure you quickly secure yourself one now if you want the free accounts, before they're all snapped up. There will be no extra charge if you join in for free. Once you're in, you'll be asked to register your account and to join my private group so I can personally coach you towards making your first $60,000 day. Time is of the essence. Let's get started now. Go ahead and enter your details on this page to get started immediately.